How long had you known each other?
We've known each other just for a few years. We're neighbors.
Okay.
And they took us on this vacation under false pretenses.
Well, so you've known each other for a few years, and would you socialize?
Yeah, we were friendly. We went to block parties. We got to know them. We became friends.
Whose idea was the vacation?
The Bankses invited us.
All right. And was this, where did you guys go?
We went to Lake Arrowhead.
And what, rented a house?
Yeah, we actually decided to split a vacation rental, 50-50.
Okay. And so before you got there, you had shelled out the $2,036.50?
We paid him, correct, and through Venmo.
And how long was the stay going to be?
A week.
Okay. Had you ever traveled with them before?
No, first time. I mean, we decided to do this just to get to know them more and enjoy our time.
Wow, when you go big. Like I don't want to travel with people I do know really well. I certainly don't want to travel to get to know them really well. But in any event, so you guys go, and tell me about the trip. The first day, how does it go?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was lovely. It was nice. We get there. We check in around noon. We brought our food in. We sat down. Around dinner time, we had started drinking and eating, having laughter and fun. And that's when things kind of went a little haywire.
What went haywire?
Yeah, so we were there having a great time, joking, kind of the way we've done at the parties that we've been to on the block. And they throw out the idea like, hey, we should swing. And they introduced this, and we were a little bit taken aback. We looked at each other briefly, and we're a little bit abhorred by it.
But hold on one second. And so what did you say?
At first I was like, okay, but then I didn't take it seriously. I took it as a joke. We're all drinking. So I was like, okay, they're jokingly.
So exactly what was your reaction is my question.
We kind of took it as a joke, and we sort of responded jokingly.
So you decided to play it off as a joke because that would be less awkward.
I didn't really want to make them feel uncomfortable either. Like, just laugh it off.
We were going into dinner. We wanted to have an enjoyable time.
Yeah.
All right. Did you think who was the one who said it? He did or she did?
Jesse did.
Okay. And Jesse is? Okay. So she says that, and then what?
Well,
you go to dinner?
I wasn't shocked, and then just looked at my husband, and then we looked back at them, and I laughed it off as a joke.
I got it.
We enjoyed dinner, and then
enjoyed dinner, and then what?
After dinner, we were cleaning up, and they decided to go off to bed, and so they actually went upstairs where the rooms were.
Yeah.
There's how many bedrooms here?
There's 3 bedrooms. They were in the master bedroom. We had the smaller room, which is
across the hall.
Exactly.
Okay. You guys go upstairs, and what do you see, Mr. Hill?
So we go into our room. Their bedroom was down the hall. We go into our room.
Is their door closed, or you haven't approached their door yet?
We hadn't approached their door. We just were going off to bed.
Okay.
We said goodnight, basically, and we were going to sleep.
You go upstairs, and what do you see?
So we see her in a negligee sitting on the bed.
On your bed?
Our bed.
Our bed.
Our bedroom.
Right.
Waiting for us.
Yeah, this was highly unexpected. I thought that was a mistake. I wasn't sure what was going on. And then Greg walks in butt naked right into our room, to the shock of my wife and myself. We were totally surprised. We were not expecting this. After a joking conversation and a great dinner, we were having some drinks, but this was extreme.
What'd you do?
My husband was angry. I wasn't shocked because my husband's the only man I've seen for 20 years naked in front of me. So I was like, what's going on here?
What'd you say? What did you do?
We told them to get out.
Okay,
we're like, we don't want them in our room.
So you tell them, get out, and what do?
They did get up off the bed. Jesse got off the bed fast. Greg started.
Did they look embarrassed?
Yes and no, but they were like, they apologized, and they thought, they were like acting like they thought we were going to be into it, and they said, we're sorry that we didn't mean to do this to you, but we're like, it was just everything happening at once.
So what'd you end up doing? Did you leave in the morning?
We left in the morning, yeah.
And you want your money back?
We want our money back, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have waited till the next morning to leave. I would have packed my stuff right then and there and said, sayonara. They don't really even have enough of a relationship with these people to put themselves through that. So why even bother? This is obviously a conflict of values, meaning this is not going to be a long-term relationship to begin with. And now it's just been made even more awkward. So anytime that you see them out in public, it's going to be like, hi, right? Like them, I would wind up in court too, because I would want my money back, because this obviously doesn't seem like the expectation they had going into this case. How awkward do you think it is right now, them standing across from each other after seeing that? This is a good starting point. Let me know in the comments. Would you have left? Would you have stayed? And if you were going to leave, would you have waited until the morning? Let's get back to the case.
Let me hear from you first, Jesse. What happened? You misread the cues?
Yes, thank you. Misread the cues.
Don't thank me. It couldn't be more obvious. What exactly had been... Oh my God.
You know, it wasn't just on this instance. I've known Kathy for a while. She comes over to my house for a bottle of wine after work. We've intimated this situation before. And
how so?
Just girl talk over wine. You know, you've had a few glasses. She has talked before about...
I have had a few glasses of wine with my girlfriends all of my life. And I have to tell you that never once did I proposition their husbands or suggest that we swap, and nor did they. So when you keep saying, oh, just girl talk over wine, no, there has to have been more than that. Exactly what did she say that made you think?
I thought she was flirting with me. With me. I thought she was flirting with me. She's made jokes several times about
Like what? Be specific.
Lipstick lesbian. She said that to me several times.
What? How?
Just in that term. She's talked about how beautiful women are and what beautiful bodies women have, and I really thought she and her husband would be into this.
How long have you all been swingers?
Oh, for probably several years we've done that now.
What's several years? I don't know what that is.
About 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Our children have moved out of the house, and we just kind of...
You're looking for something to do?
Yeah, kind of.
What did they ever say to you, Mr. Banks, that would make you think that they would be into it?
Well, we were drinking, we were having fun, and we were just talking literally about, you know, wouldn't it be kind of fun if we all kind of got together? And they said, well, let's take it to the next level. And we're going, the next level? What's the next level from here? And so that's how we then took it, as we've got to, this is kind of, all right, this is kind of what we hope to have.
Just take it to the next level?
Yes.
Just that phrase?
As friends.
What? He said, let's take it to the next level.
Said that, yes, we were just kind of very flirty. They were touching kind of a little bit more, you know, than usual on the hands and that kind of stuff. And honestly, we were on vacation. They were excited about being there with us. We talked a lot about just that we were going to enjoy this time together.
You know,
get to know each
other people
better.
might enjoy it without, you know, having an orgy. Like, in other words,
we're not having orgies, though.
Well, it's kind of an orgy, isn't it? Like all four of you together?
We just kind of, we can mix and change.
It's adult playtime.
I thought that's what orgy meant. What does orgy mean?
Orgies involve maybe a lot of more people and that kind of
What's
stuff.
a minimum for an orgy?
That I don't know.
Good Lord. I think I've seen everything and then I haven't.
There's a couple things here that stand out to me. As a woman talking with my girlfriends, I don't think that it is uncommon for women to say that other women are pretty or they have nice bodies, but that doesn't mean that we're necessarily attracted to them when we say that. It's one thing to just be able to appreciate it, or to look at that and then try to improve your own look. If I say someone is beautiful, or I like something, it might be because I want to try that style, not that I'm pursuing that person. I feel like Jesse here needs to take a lesson in what actual flirting looks like. Your close friends are naturally more complimentary, or at least mine are. Secondly, I think during the time when they were saying they wanted to take it to the next level, at that point, they should have got clarification. Like, well, what do you mean take it to the next level? What does that mean to you? Because that simple sentence could have saved a lot of confusion and a lot of embarrassment in this court case just by understanding what does that mean to you. You shouldn't just assume that someone has the same values that you do or has the same thoughts that you do, that you go in and ask some clarifying questions. For those women watching, I would love for you to jump down into the comments and let me know, is it common for you to be complimentary of your girlfriends and not mean it as anything more than a compliment? Let's keep going.
It would seem to me that it would behoove you to be really explicit with people before you pop up naked or semi-naked in their bedroom. Like, you would think there would be a little more discussion about this. And it's important what I'm saying, because if I'm right and you clearly read it wrong and you clearly, this was not consenting adults. Let's assume then that someone shows up, I'm on vacation with somebody and they show up naked in front of me. Am I going to stay on that vacation? Of course I'm not.
But we were very clear about, oh, we're sorry, no big deal, everything's
but the bad
okay.
thing happened. Oh, who's gonna, and what? And they're just supposed to pretend it didn't happen?
I was really hoping for a conversation. They left abruptly.
You were hoping for something more than a conversation, Toots.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I mean, I'm giving you advice on how to swing. It feels so unnatural. Let's just talk about contracts, all right? If you think that something's on the table for somebody, you better be darn sure that you have a meeting of the minds on this, because otherwise you've ruined the vacation, and they would be entitled to pull out because this is not what they had in mind. You see, they end up. It may not have been your intention. It doesn't matter. I believe 100% that you believed that the four of you were all going to have sex together that night.
Yeah.
Yes.
That doesn't matter. You keep thinking that that's a defense. You know, if I go on vacation with you and then you do something really, like you pull out LSD, all right, that wasn't on the table. I didn't consent to that. If I go on vacation with you and your husband prances around naked in front of me, I did not consent to that. That is not what I had in mind. So the issue was the conduct on your part egregious enough that they have a right to pull out. Even if it wasn't your intent, and I believe I think you misread the cues colossally. And I think that this should not be the kind of thing that we rely on cue taking for. Cue taking can be in the initial part, but there better be some explicit agreement to things besides we're going to have fun. Because I got to tell you, I'm 62 years old. I've been having a lot of fun. And this has never come up. And not one person I said, oh, we're going to party today, we're going to have fun. Not one of them ended up naked with their pelotas in front of me. That has never happened. Verdict for the plaintiffs, $2,036.50.
They deserved every bit of their money back because, yes, they did not go in with that expectation, and it put them in a very uncomfortable situation. It just goes to show why it's so important as humans that we learn how to communicate with other people so that we can save our relationships, so we have less misunderstandings, and it's just going to make your quality of life better. And in this case, also save you money. I think a lot of friendships end because people do not communicate and project their own thoughts, feelings, and perceptions onto another person, and that's not how they feel about things at all. Taking the time to get to know somebody and getting a little more clarity can go a long way. What an interesting case. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think they deserve their money back?